Most men think attraction is destroyed by one big mistake, but sometimes it dies quietly through small details he never took seriously. Not because he is ugly, not because he is not tall enough, not because he does not have a perfect face, perfect body, or some impossible version of masculinity. That is not the truth. The truth is simpler and more uncomfortable. A woman often feels your self respect before she hears your words. She notices how you carry yourself, how clean you look, how your clothes fit, how your body language feels, how your hands look, how your energy enters a room, and whether your presence says, I take care of myself, or I have stopped paying attention to my own life. And a yes. But who you are is also revealed in how you take care of yourself. But in a few minutes, you are going to understand the four physical details women often notice but rarely say out loud. Before this is over, you will understand why these details are not just about looks. They are about energy, maturity standards, and whether you move like a man who respects himself. Because that and weak on a strong man improves because he refuses to let heartbreak make him careless. The Fernata woman may not always say it directly, but she notices if your hair looks greasy, if your beard looks messy, if your breath is not fresh, if your nails look ignored, if your clothes smell stale, if your skin looks uncared for, if your shoes look like you never think about presentation. And again, this is not about being perfect. This is not about expensive products. This is not about looking like a model. This is about the basic message your appearance sends. Clean says, I respect myself. Messy says, I am not paying attention. That message lands before your words do. A man can have confidence, but if his hygiene is poor, his confidence feels incomplete. A man can be funny, but if he looks like he does not take care of basic things, attraction becomes harder. A man can say he has standards, but if his own presentation has no standard, the words feel weak because a woman notices whether a man is clean because cleanliness creates comfort. It makes your presence easier to be around. It shows discipline. It shows awareness. It shows that you understand your body, your space, and your energy affect other people. Force shower properly. Smell fresh. Keep your hair clean. Trim what needs trimming. Keep your nails clean. Take care of your teeth. Wear clothes that are actually washed and fresh. Do not walk around carrying the energy of a man who has stopped respecting his own body. Tenon, and when you are heartbroken, this matters even more. Pain will try to make you careless. You stop sleeping properly. You stop caring how you dress. You stop training. You stop grooming. You sit with your phone, checking if she replied, and slowly your whole life starts looking like your emotions are leading you. Do not let that happen. Because that is dangerous, a page that is masculine maturity. The second physical detail she notices is how your clothes fit, not how expensive they are. How they fit. A lot of men think style means buying expensive clothes, wearing designer brands, or copying someone else's look. But the truth is, a simple outfit that fits well usually beats an expensive outfit that looks careless. Women notice fit because fit reveals awareness. If your shirt is too sloppy, if your jeans are dragging, if your shoes do not match the situation, if your clothes look like you grabbed them without thinking, it can make your energy feel unfocused. Again, this does not mean you need to dress fancy every day. It means your clothes should look intentional. A clean fitted t shirt can say more than a loud designer logo. A simple jacket that fits your shoulders can make you look sharper. Clean shoes can change how your whole outfit feels. A well kept watch, a simple belt, a clean collar, and clothes that match your body without trying too hard can make you look like a man who has order. And order is attractive because order feels stable. A woman may not say, I notice your shirt fits badly, but she feels the difference between a man who looks put together and a man who looks like he stopped trying because when your clothes fit well, you stand differently. You walk differently. You feel cleaner in your own body. You do not need to pretend to be confident because your presentation is supporting your confidence. But discipline often comes first. You do not wait until you feel like a high value man to dress with intention. You dress with intention so your mind has proof that you are becoming one, that after a breakup, your mind wants to live in chaos. Your clothes, your room, your body, your routine, your sleep, your food, your work. Everything can start falling apart if you let emotions lead. This Tevin, if my heart is hurting, my life will not become sloppy. So fix the clothes. Not for her, for you. Remove what does not fit. Keep simple, clean outfits ready. Choose colors that are easy to wear. Keep your shoes clean. Iron or steam what needs it. Do not wear clothes that make you feel like you have given up. You do not need a huge wardrobe. You need discipline. A few clean, well fitting outfits are better than many careless ones. And when you start dressing better, do not turn it into a performance. Do not post every improvement hoping she sees it. Do not dress better only to make her regret. That is still chasing. Jersey, dress better because your confidence needs evidence. Jersey, you are choosing yourself. This one is deeper than appearance because it reveals your emotional state. Women notice how you enter a room. They notice if you walk like you are apologizing for taking space. They notice if you cannot hold calm eye contact. They notice if you constantly fidget. They notice if your shoulders are rounded from insecurity. They notice if your face looks tense because you are trying too hard to impress. Again, this is not about acting arrogant. Arrogance is not confidence. Arrogance is insecurity trying to look powerful. Real with it is a relaxed face. Slow breathing. Shoulders open, a steady walk, calm eye contact, not staring like a challenge, not looking away like you are afraid. Just present. A grounded man does not rush his movements like he is trying to prove something. He does not talk too fast because silence makes him uncomfortable. He does not fill every gap with nervous energy. He can stand still. He can listen. He can smile naturally. He can let the moment breathe. That kind of body language communicates emotional control. And this is a woman can feel that. People can feel when a man is not in his own body. I know how walk daily. Train with discipline. Stretch, breathe slower. Lift your chest. Relax your jaw. Stop looking at your phone every 2 minutes. Practice standing still without needing distraction. Speak a little slower. Let your words land. Do not laugh nervously after everything you say. Do not shrink your body because you feel emotionally small. Your posture should say, I am here, not please accept me. That is the difference. A man who moves like he is begging for approval makes other people feel his hunger. A man who moves like he respects himself creates a different atmosphere. Now, this does not mean you need to act cold. It does not mean you should become stiff, emotionless, or fake. It means you become aware of the message your body sends. Your body is always speaking before your mouth does. If your body says anxiety, your words have to work harder. If your body says calm, your words become stronger. This is why the 7-day reset matters. For 7 days, do not message her first from panic. Do not check her stories. Do not ask mutual friends about her. Do not post to get her attention. Do not make emotional decisions at night. Put that energy into training, walking, sleeping better, fixing your clothes, cleaning your room, breathing slower, and standing like a man whose life is coming back under his control. This is not about pretending you are not hurt. It is about proving the hurt does not own you. Every time you put your phone down and go train, your body learns strength. Every time you walk, instead of checking her profile, your nervous system learns control. Every time you keep your posture steady while your heart is heavy, your mind learns that pain can be felt without being obeyed. That is real confidence, not loud, not fake. Built the fourth physical detail she notices is your hands, face, and close-up grooming. This sounds small, but it matters because attraction often becomes real in the details. When a woman talks to you, she sees your face closely. She sees your skin, beard, hairline, lips, teeth, eyes, hands, nails, and how much care you put into the parts of you that are visible when someone is near. Again, this is not about having perfect skin. It is not about having a perfect beard. It is not about changing your natural features. It is about looking cared for, dry lips, dirty nails, messy facial hair, rough looking hands, bad breath, and a face that looks neglected can quietly weaken attraction. Most women will not say it because it feels rude, but they notice your hands especially matter more than many men think. Hands communicate care, cleanliness, discipline, and presence. Keep your nails trimmed, keep them clean, wash properly. Use moisturizer if your skin is extremely dry. If you work with your hands, that is fine. Rough hands are not the issue. Neglected hands are the issue. There is a difference. A man who works hard can still be clean. A man who is masculine can still be well groomed. A man who is simple can still be sharp. Do not confuse self-care with softness. Self-care is discipline. Grooming is discipline. Cleanliness is discipline. Taking care of your face, hair, beard, teeth, hands, and clothes is not about vanity. It is about standards, and standards are masculine. A man who has standards with himself is more likely to have standards with others. A man who ignores himself often starts accepting being ignored by others. Yes, if you are heartbroken and you stop caring for your appearance, You are sending yourself the wrong message. You are telling your mind, because she left, I stopped leading myself. No, that cannot be the message that is power. So trim your beard if you have one. Keep your haircut clean in a style that suits you. Wash your face. Take care of your teeth. Keep your lips from looking dry and cracked. Keep your nails clean. Keep your hands presentable. Use a simple fragrance. Do not overdo it. Smell clean before you smell expensive, because too much fragrance can feel like a man trying to cover something. Freshness is better than force. A clean man does not need to announce himself. He simply feels good to be around. That is what most guys ignore. They think women only notice huge things: height, money, muscles, cars, status. But many women notice whether you look clean, whether your clothes fit, whether your posture feels calm, and whether your close up grooming shows respect for yourself. These details do not guarantee love. They do not make someone loyal. They do not force attraction. They do not replace character. But they remove unnecessary weakness from your presentation. They stop you from losing points you did not need to lose. They make your self respect visible. And that is the real point, because a man can have a good heart and still present himself poorly. A man can be loyal and still look like he lacks discipline. A man can be kind and still carry himself with insecurity. A man can be serious about love and still fail to look serious about himself. And when you do not look serious about yourself, it becomes harder for others to take you seriously. That is a hard truth, but it is useful. Do not become bitter about it. Use it. Some men hear this and get defensive. They say women should not care about physical details. But men notice details too. Everyone notices presentation. Everyone reads signals. Everyone makes small judgments before they fully understand someone. That is human. The mature response is not anger. The mature response is ownership. You cannot control your natural face. You cannot control your height. You cannot control every feature, but you can control cleanliness. You can control grooming. You can control your clothes. You can control posture. You can control whether your presence looks disciplined or neglected. Focus on what you can control. That is where masculine power lives. A weak man obsesses over what he cannot change. A stern now understand this deeply. Improving your physical presentation will not fix a lack of self respect by itself. You can dress well and still chase. You can smell good and still beg. You can have a clean haircut and still lose your mind when she goes silent. So these details must be connected to a deeper frame. The frame is this: I take care of myself because I respect myself. Not because I am trying to manipulate her, not because I am trying to look perfect, not because I hate how I look, not because I am competing with another man, because I respect myself. That mindset protects you from becoming obsessed. You are not trying to become some impossible version of a man. You are becoming the clean, disciplined, sharper version of yourself. That is enough. And when you do that consistently, your energy changes. You stop walking around like a man hoping to be chosen. You begin moving like a man who is building something. You look more awake. You stand taller. You feel more in control. You stop giving off the energy of someone who has been abandoned by his own routine. That is attractive, not because it guarantees her return, because it shows your life has direction. You, a man with direction, does not orbit around one woman's silence. He is not waiting by the phone like his whole identity is trapped inside one notification. He is not checking stories at night and calling it curiosity. He is not wearing the same careless clothes for days because heartbreak took over his life. He moves. It's a result. It will be his room, his body, his grooming, his work, his routine, his sleep, his finances, his faith, his discipline. That is how a man becomes solid, and a solid man is harder to ignore. Now, let us talk about the man who sees her after a breakup. Maybe she sees you weeks later, maybe in public, maybe online, maybe through mutual people, maybe you run into her unexpectedly. Most men want that moment to prove something. They want her to see them and regret it. They want her to think he looks better. They want her to feel something. And maybe she will, maybe she will not. But the point is not her reaction. The point is that you should be able to look at yourself and know you did not let pain destroy your standards. That is the real win. If she sees you and you look cleaner, calmer, sharper, more grounded, and more disciplined, that says something without you speaking. It says, I hurt, but I did not break. I missed you, but I did not collapse. I lost something, but I did not lose myself. That is the message, but still build because you have to live in your own body every day. Build because your future relationships deserve a healthier man. Build because the next chapter of your life should not be controlled by the last woman who pulled away. That is maturity. Now, there is one mistake you must avoid when improving your physical presentation. Do not become arrogant. Do not start thinking a better haircut, cleaner clothes, or stronger posture makes you superior. It does not. These things are not meant to create ego. They are meant to create discipline. A mature man improves quietly. He does not insult other men. He does not mock himself either. He does not use grooming as a mask for insecurity. He uses it as part of his standard. He knows that physical details matter, but character matters more. He knows that style can get attention, but emotional control keeps respect. He knows that a clean appearance may open the door, but maturity decides what happens after. So improve the outside, but do not neglect the inside. Because if your grooming is sharp, but your emotions are chaotic, the truth will reveal itself. If your clothes fit, but your boundaries do not, you will still suffer. If your posture is strong, but your neediness is stronger, she will feel it. That is why the physical details must support the deeper man you are becoming. Cleanliness supports discipline. Clothes support intention. Posture supports emotional control. Grooming supports self-respect. Together, they create presence. Presence is not just how you look. Presence is how your whole life speaks through you. And women notice presence. They notice when a man looks like he takes responsibility for himself. They notice when he is not trying too hard, but he is not careless either. They notice when his appearance is clean, his energy is calm, his movements are steady, and his attention is not desperate. That is a different kind of attraction, not loud, strong. Now, for the next 7 days, make this practical day one, clean your space, and remove the chaos around you. A messy environment feeds a messy mind. And day 3, check your clothes. Remove what makes you look careless. Build 2 or 3 simple outfits that fit well. Day 4, clean your shoes and organize what you wear. Most day 5, train your body or at least walk with purpose. Do not punish your body. Lead at day 6. Practice slower movement. Walk slower. Stand taller. Breathe deeper. Stop checking your phone every minute. Day 7, look at yourself honestly and ask, do I look like a man who is coming back to life or a man waiting for someone else to save him? And if the answer hurts, do not shame yourself. A strong man does not need self-hate to improve. He needs honesty. Self-hate makes improvement unstable. Self-respect makes improvement sustainable. You are not fixing yourself because you are worthless. You are building yourself because you are worth the effort. That line matters. You are not fixing yourself because you are worthless. You are building yourself because you are worth the effort. That is the mindset. So tonight, when you feel the urge to check her story, fix something in your own life instead. When you want to text her from panic, clean your shoes. When you want to ask a friend about her, go train. When you want to post for her attention, improve your routine privately. When you want to sit in pain and let the night swallow you, stand up, shower, breathe, and do one thing that makes tomorrow better. Because discipline is how a man tells heartbreak, you can hurt me, but you cannot lead me. That is the man women notice. Not because he is perfect, not because he has no pain, because he has control, not because he looks like someone else, because she notices cleanliness, because it shows care. She notices clothing fit because it shows intention. She notices posture and body language because they reveal your emotional state. She notices close-up grooming because details reveal discipline. Fix these, but fix them for the right reason. Not to chase, not to beg, not to manipulate. Not fix them because your life deserves your attention again. Fix them because self-respect should be visible. Fix them because the man you are becoming should not look like the pain defeated him.